Picture this: a motorcycle that can go where others can't. Deep sand, thick mud, snowy trails, rocky deserts, no path too wild, no surface too soft. Now imagine that beast returning in 2026, modernized, muscular and more capable than ever. Yes, my friends, Yamaha might just be bringing back one of its most talked about cult classics, the Yamaha Big Wheel series, born as the 2026 Yamaha BW350. And before you scroll away, trust me, this isn't just another retro bike story. The new BW350 could redefine off-road freedom for a whole new generation. Stick with me till the very end of this video, because I've got a surprise that will make die-hard Yamaha fans lose their minds. You're watching Z Auto Advisor, and today we're diving deep into the world of fat tires, big torque, and untamed adventure with the 2026 Yamaha BW350. Back in the 1980s, Yamaha created something completely different from anything else on the market, the BW series, short for Big Wheel. These bikes were designed to do what no ordinary motorcycle could: float over soft sand, glide through mud, and conquer loose terrain like a mini monster truck on two wheels. The original BW200 and BW350 were chunky, weird-looking, and absolutely unstoppable. Riders loved their oversized balloon tires, low gearing, and rugged durability. They weren't built for speed. They were built for adventure, for hunters, campers, explorers, and those who believed every dirt path was an invitation. Now, decades later, Yamaha seems ready to bring that spirit back with the BW350 reborn for the 21st century. At the heart of the 2026 BW350 is expected to be a 349cc single-cylinder, fuel-injected engine, inspired by the power plant of Yamaha's modern trail lineup. We're talking about liquid cooling, DOHC, and a refined EFI system tuned for low-end torque, because torque is everything when you're crawling through sand or hauling up rocky hills. Power output hovers around 32 horsepower and 30 Nm of torque, but it's the delivery that makes the difference. Smooth, linear, and predictable. A 6-speed gearbox replaces the old 5-speed, offering better cruising comfort and flexibility. Yamaha has also included a low-ratio trail gear mode, allowing the rider to toggle between normal and crawler gearing electronically, a first for any BW model. And yes, the signature thump of that single cylinder remains, refined but raw enough to keep your pulse racing. If the BW series was known for one thing, it was toughness. The 2026 BW350 doesn't break that promise. It's built around a reinforced tubular steel frame, with aluminum subframe extensions giving strength without too much weight. The engine sits low to improve stability, while the wide swing arm and beefy forks make it look like it's ready to take on the apocalypse. Yamaha's engineers have tuned the chassis to handle both off-road chaos and urban exploration, keeping it stable on rough trails but surprisingly composed on pavement. The wet weight? Around 160 kilograms, heavy enough for grip, light enough for control. Now let's talk about what makes this bike truly unique: the wheels. True to its name, the BW350 rolls on massive fat tread tires, a 26-inch front and 25-inch rear designed to float on loose terrain rather than sink. The tires are extra wide, with self-cleaning lugs for mud, snow, and sand. Suspension duties are handled by a 45mm USD fork up front with 220 meters of travel and a monoshock rear with adjustable preload and rebound. Braking gets a modern touch, dual 300mm discs with ABS and a switchable off-road mode that disables ABS on the rear. These fat tires not only provide grip but also add stability and confidence. It's almost impossible to tip this bike over in soft conditions. Riding it feels like surfing on two giant wheels. The 2026 BW350 is a visual statement. Yamaha clearly wanted to honor the original's quirky charm, but wrap it in modern aggression. You get the chunky tank and side panels reminiscent of the 80s, but sculpted for aerodynamics. The LED headlight sits in a square housing like the classic model, but with a sleek DRL halo around it. A minimal front fender, exposed frame rails, and matte paint finish give it that raw, industrial adventure vibe. Colors? Expect Yamaha's iconic blue, a sand khaki desert version, and a stealth black edition for the modern explorer. The seat is low and wide, just 860mm high, making it approachable for all riders. It's flat, grippy, and designed for long hours of exploration. The original Big Wheel bikes were beautifully simple. No electronics, no nonsense. But 2026 demands smarter solutions. So Yamaha has added modern tech without killing the old-school charm. Here's what you get. Digital dash with speed, trip mode and fuel range, 3 riding modes, trail, in-street traction control, adjustable for loose surfaces, Bluetooth connectivity for navigation and ride stats, USB-C charging port for accessories. However, Yamaha deliberately left out traction-heavy electronics like ride-by-wire or radar assist, because the BW350 isn't about tech domination, it's about pure riding fun. On the road, the BW350 surprises you. Despite its balloon tires, it stays stable up to around 110 km/h. It's not a highway cruiser, but it'll handle city rides effortlessly. Off-road, that's where it earns its name. The massive tires float across loose ground like a hovercraft. Sand dunes, forest trails, riverbeds, nothing phases it. The soft suspension soaks up impacts that would throw other bikes off balance. And because of its wide footprint, it's incredibly easy to ride for beginners. No wheel spin drama, tip-overs. It's the motorcycle equivalent of a mountain goat in sneakers. Despite its wild personality, the BW350 is practical. It has rack mounts for soft panniers, engine guards, and a bash plate underneath. Fuel tank size, around 11 liters, giving about 250 km range thanks to efficient tuning. Maintenance is simple, chain-driven, accessible filters, and reliable Yamaha engineering. It's the kind of bike you could commute on during the week and disappear into the wilderness on weekends. All right, time for that surprise I promised. Alongside the standard BW350, Yamaha is rumored to release a limited adventure edition. This version includes a larger 15-liter tank mini windscreen and handguards, upgraded suspension with longer travel, navigation ready, dash and custom tire compound for extreme terrains. It'll also feature exclusive retro graphics, a nod to the original 1987 BW350. Only 500 units worldwide are said to be planned, and if that's true, the Adventure Edition will become an instant collector's item. So, what does the 2026 Yamaha BW350 represent? It's not just another off-road motorcycle. It's a symbol, a tribute to a time when motorcycles were simple, fearless, and fun. It's a bike for riders who want to explore, not just commute. For those who look at a dirt road and think, let's see where that goes. The BW350 is the bridge between nostalgia and innovation, between the old-school big wheel dream and the modern adventure reality. If Yamaha truly brings it back, the world of dual sport riding will never be the same again. This is Z Auto Advisor, and you've just taken a ride through history and into the future. Would you take the new BW350 for an adventure? Let me know in the comments.